live stream too. So you're on the air right now. I try to figure out how to turn me up and not blow my ears out.
All right. That way I know so I don't say anything stupid about people.
Right.
Like
okay.
I've in the past. You got loud there for a second.
Right, you're allowed to. So I'm gonna tune it down a little bit.
I'm sitting in my dad's wheelchair thing.
Oh yeah, you looking for your future? I'd say.
Yeah, right. Well, no, this room's supposed to be Sophie's room, but she hasn't moved in yet, so she's too busy over. She likes staying in the room I'm in. The heck is this? Twitch Prime. No thanks. New Prime loot. Oh, you're not doing the Twitch thing, because that wouldn't matter anyway.
No, I just turned on the Google thing because I can see the meter on the Google.
You got louder there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can increase my gain. Hello. Right? Yeah. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How are you today? Okay. No. Yes. I mean, that looks pretty good. Go ahead and say something.
Hey, how's it going? I'm not talking too loud, but
no, that's perfect.
Okay.
You're not redlining it.
It's normal conversational levels.
It's you can hear me, and neither of us can hear the music, but the music is actually playing.
Huh.
Which is interesting.
Really? There it is.
Do you hear that?
I heard that.
No. Did I lose you?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Your picture's frozen, but it might just be you reading or something.
Yeah, probably.
That's fine. I'm not really looking at you anyway.
You're gonna turn the camera out anyways. Make sure that still works.
So that's interesting. So I can hear the music, but you can't hear the music now, right?
I cannot hear it right now.
You can't hear me at all. Interesting.
No, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
I can't hear the music at all.
No, that's that I don't know what some of these buttons do. That button played the music channel, but then it cut off everything else.
Oh.
So it was like I couldn't hear you, but the music was playing. But you couldn't hear the music either, right? So okay.
I just heard it for that 1 second. Right there.
Like that?
I just heard it just now, yeah.
Okay. So that's interesting. So when they turn that on, it kills your audio to me, but you could hear the music. Well, that's no big deal. The output's the thing that matters, but anyway, it's fine. And it looks like, okay, say
welcome to the show, everybody.
Say something again.
Hi there. Okay. My name is Colin Grigson.
That worked. All right, now let's go on Twitch.
My favorite color is blue. My favorite kind of music is heavy metal music. I am cleverer than you. That's why I'm the bass player in this pop group.
Okay. I mean, I think that's right. Like, I think that's okay.
I don't know.
I don't know how I don't know how loud we are on Twitch, so it's kind of like
oh, you turned it up on there?
It's at full volume. Well, maybe it's not. Let me see what this says here.
I'll find out for you here in 2 seconds.
1, 2. So if I turn it up, see, you could say something.
Hello. What?
Okay, that makes you sound really loud. I'm really quiet though.
Scoop can hear us on Twitch. I can hear you on Twitch. Is it loud, Scoop?
I think you're okay. I think so, but I think I'm quiet. He can back me up on that.
Yeah, we can use him as a sounding board to tell us what
Yeah.
it's. I was just going to turn the volume on Twitch and listen to myself, but then it starts looping.
Yeah. Boy, that's weird though. Why would I be quiet?
It says I can hear both. Oh, you can read this, right? You're reading this.
No, I'm not looking at it at all.
Because I can hear both guys, but are we both the same level, or is one louder than the other?
Right.
That's what we want to know, right?
Right.
Okay, so there you go, Scoop.
Like, is Anderson a lot louder than me? Because I mean, on the meter on the XSplit, that's what it's showing, that he's much louder than I am. But
we're both fine. Kevin and Don are both fine.
Okay. All right.
Neither of them are too loud.
Okay. Well, that's good then. That's good. I mean, it's just weird because the on the Twitch screen there's a microphone indicator and it only goes up to, it goes up to 10. It goes up to 11. It goes up to 10. But my voice only makes it go up to 3.
Hold on, it says Anderson is a bit louder.
And then Anderson, you're at 10, and when you're talking, you're somewhere around 8 or 9. And so
we just wrote in and said Anderson is a bit louder.
He is all the time, though. I mean, if you ever hang out with them, it's like,
dude, just scream at you.
Yeah, just stop talking. My God, you're loud.
He probably meant you. He's like, Anderson's loud. No, I'm not the intelligent one.
All right, now this might screw with our audio while I'm going to try a different audio input. So,
oh boy, here we go, people.
Don't lose your hearing here.
Okay, be ready, Scoop.
Test. No, that created an echo.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm still quiet.
What about me? But then
you're still loud.
Oh, okay. Well, I can talk quieter.
Microphone, USB audio codec.
Oh, Don Savior's on. It could just be his mic. Whose mic?
No.
My mic or Kevin Bear's mic? Because I don't really use a microphone. I just have the computer in front of me and it happens to pick up my voice for some magical reason.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, it could be. I mean, yeah. This is a balancing act because we're trying to make so Don and I can have a normal conversation. And then at the same time, we don't want to blow each other's ears out in order for the audience to hear.
Don Savior's got the greatest answers. He says, it could just be his mic. I said, whose mic? He says, your mic. So I guess it's mine.
Well, your mic could be awesome.
Anderson or Baird.
I mean,
Anderson.
It looks good on Google Hangouts, right? We both have 4 or 5 bars. It's just on Twitch, I look quieter than you. I don't think so, though. I mean, I don't know. Why don't you listen to it, Don, and see what we sound like?
Okay, hold on.
I don't care about the echo.
Yeah, let me find where the hell is it? Oh, here.
I don't know. Why don't you listen to it, Don, and see what we sound like?
Okay, hold on.
I don't care about the echo.
Yeah, let me find where the hell is it? Oh, here. All right, I can't rewind it though. Okay, hold on. I don't care about the echo.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Find, where the hell is it? Oh, here.
I mean, it sounds like you're a little bit louder than I am.
It does. Okay, hold on. I don't care about the echo.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Find, there, I muted it.
I don't think it's end of the world bit crazy.
It says you sound great on Twitch.
You sound great on Twitch.
I like to think I just sound great, period. But
yeah, well, there is that, I
got that singing voice, that Don Dawkins singing voice. The old Don Dawkins, not the new one.
The current one?
Yeah, not the current Don Dawkins. He's horrible. I'll just back up. I'll go over here. How about that? Does that make a difference?
No, I don't. I want your audio to be as clear as possible. It's definitely on my end. I'm trying to think because I'm not even sure. Like this is your sub channel, so maybe I turn you down or something. Let me try that. I don't know if that's going to do anything.
That's a good thing Brian wasn't here. You never get it figured out. He just me making animal noises the whole time, grunting and groaning.
Brought your audio down, but it also completely killed my audio.
I don't know how that works.
Say,
huh?
Hello? Okay, that was loud.
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello? No, I hear you fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm just 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm louder now, aren't I?
Hold on. Hello?
Hello? Hello? No, I hear you fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm just 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm louder now, aren't I? Yeah, definitely louder.
Yeah, it still sounded like I was louder than you, though, a little bit. It's like I'm in a big empty room, which I am.
Well, yeah, that's going to be the way it is. I think I just turned myself up pretty good though, because I can see the bars now, and they're approaching the same levels that you're at. I mean, I also have a slightly more bassy voice than you at times, so that also can be a little bit lower. I am more masculine. Let's just face it.
I am waiting for my balls to drop.
Yeah, so there is that, but I think this will work. The people on Twitch or on Google Hangouts will not hear the background music, but for the regular RSS feed, they'll hear the background music, which is the way it's going to work for right now, till I can figure out a way to have you hear it without it cutting out your audio, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't cut out my audio.
I mean, it's not a big deal. It's kind of distracting sometimes anyway.
All right.
Why? Do you hear it now?
What?
The music.
No.
Okay.
Do you hear it now? What? Well, that answered the question.
It's just weird that it's like it's one. This button is I gotta use the light because I can't even see the damn button. I think it's called solo. So it's like it's playing by itself. So I think you can hear that's solo, but it won't take my microphone or your microphone in. It only plays that out when I hit it.
Right.
So why doesn't it blend?
No idea.
It's on the main. It's not on the sub. Oh. Do you hear that?
I hear it louder than you.
I don't hear it at all, but you hear it right now?
Yes.
Okay. Is it really loud for you?
It's louder than you. Or just as.
Well, good.
This is D. Snyder with the House of Hair. It's like a demon attacking me. You can't hear that? Can you hear me?
Okay, how's that? Can you hear the music, but it's not that loud? Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hold on. Yes, that's low and in the background, like low enough where I can't even tell what it is, but I can hear it.
Good. It's just supposed to be enough so you just don't hear people breathing or, some other person in the background, like having if Clint's there playing a game or something.
There's nobody here.
No, I know. I'm just,
I know.
When Larry's on or whatever.
Right. When Brian's eating chips.
Right. He's got his kids or something. And then I just don't know.
Scoop says the music level works for him too. So
terrific. Great. Yeah, this is cool. So this is all going through the mixing board that Akuma had. It had a sub channel. Don, if you want my old 4-channel mixing board, I'd be happy to give it to you.
Sweet. Then I can do my show professionally.
This one is input output. Yeah, it's this one's all right because it uses outputs as RCA jacks, so that makes it a little bit easier.
All right.
Your input though, your microphone's going to have to be like a guitar type. You know what I mean?
AC.
Yeah, like a big one, not a little one.
1/4 inch.
Yeah, 1/4 inch. And you can plug your guitar into it, and you could rock out.
There you go.
So I'll give that to you next time I see you, which will be fucking God knows when.
Never. Drop it in the mail.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to buy at some point or something. Whatever. or we can meet somewhere one day soon. Larry's supposed to have a campfire. We could all go there.
You didn't go to his housewarming party, did you?
No,
I was going to call you and ask if you were going or not.
I don't feel like drinking because I got to go to the doctor tomorrow. And
what was last week?
No, I know. I just don't feel like doing anything like that because I just don't want to like screw up anything in case of something weird that's gonna like. I just don't want to have any weird. Right. So hopefully tomorrow the doctor's just like everything's good, you can go, and there's nothing to worry about, you know. But I mean, it's just about my lung, and it should be fine. Everything should be fine. But you know, it's weird that my doctor's like, now I want you to go see this person, and I want you to go see a specialist in pulmonary. Everything's fine, but go see this pulmonary doctor. So I'll go to that. And then Larry's supposed to have a campfire maybe this week. Not this week, this month. So maybe I'll swing by or something.
Right.
I mean, it's, you know, I like Larry, but he has like a giant pile of friends that I don't know any of them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just, there's not really going to be anybody there I know. Because I know my brother's not going to go. So, you know, who else is going to be? It's just going to be all his people from work. And
even if he knew, even if your brother knew half the people, he still wouldn't go.
Right. Well, yeah. He wouldn't even come over here if there was something going.
Right.
Let alone go to Larry's place. Yeah. I mean, old school. Did you go to old school's thing?
I didn't.
No, I didn't either.
I was thinking about it, but then it's like it was the same situation that you're talking about.
Right. Exactly.
Him and I know like all the people that were on the invite list. I knew like 4 people, 5 people.
Right.
So it's like if none of those people showed up, then I would go nobody.
Yep. You'd just be standing on the side while everybody's laughing about some shit that you don't know anything about.
Right.
You know,
right.
Not what I was looking forward to either. So I was like, nah, it's all right. I mean, I'm happy that these guys got houses and shit, but you know.
Yeah, no, it's all right.
I think everybody that is out there that's investing in real estate though should get their money out because Larry, Old School, and Amber all got mortgages in the same like 2-month time period.
Yeah.
So that obviously means that credit is being given away a lot easier now.
Yeah, that's right.
So, you know, better watch your investments, folks. Better look out. Shit's about to get ugly.
About to get real.
I mean, I don't know. Amber, like, she was always on Facebook, like, talking about her school loans and how she's broke.
Right.
And then she comes back with, you know, I just bought a house in, you know, Michigan and I don't have a job yet. though. So it's like, wow, really? Really? Like they gave you a mortgage without the job? Like,
yeah, well, they'll give anybody money nowadays. Just be like, here.
God almighty, I guess so. Yeah. No, I mean, no. You want to buy a house?
Hey, look at me. I got a loan to buy a new car. And
well, you know, I think you had some money squirreled away, I think, knowing you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's me.
Remember the good old days where you used to take your Wendy's money and you had it in that little bank next to your house, whatever that little bank was that was right there on Stearns.
I still keep my money there.
See,
yeah.
And you had like savings and stuff back then.
Right. That's what my dad keeps asking me. He says, "Oh, so you saving up money?" And yeah, sure, Dad. Sure.
Yeah.
It's like, don't worry, Dad. I'm it's like, you saving up money? It's like, I'm paying off bills. He goes, okay, that'll work.
And you got in, credit came along and fucked everything up.
Well, now I'm good. Now I'm over 700.
Oh.
So I'm getting better. I'm moving in the right direction.
700 points or whatever?
Yeah, the score. My credit score is over 700.
Well, that's not bad, right? It's all right.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm moving in the right direction. It's just very slow.
Well, you make payments on the car, and
I'm doing
yourself in debt. Yeah, and it'll keep getting better.
I'm paying off them credit cards, and then they keep giving me more credit, and it's just like, well, it gave me an extra $500. Might as well go buy something with it.
Oh my God.
No.
You're just gonna kill yourself with that.
That's what's gonna send me back in the hole.
I get that way though too. I mean, I end up with like my credit card balances start getting high, and then I'm just like, it's time to just stop buying shit that I don't need. I don't need 10 of whatever I just bought.
Well, I used the credit card for important stuff. Like I needed an oil change,
Right.
And I didn't have the cash. So it's like, okay, fine. I'll use the credit card for that.
Right.
And then I finally got a new phone. If you've been listening to Tumbling with Tumbleweed Tuesdays.
I am, but I'm behind. You're still talking about the Cavaliers' chances.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, hey, spoiler.
I know. I was just listening to the one where that dude called in. I forgot his name already. And basically your whole show was about the NBA. And and so that show I listened to. That was the last one. So I'm pretty far behind.
Yeah, so I missed a couple the past couple of weeks. So
I was listening to the Criminal podcast all this time, which was just like this woman who like talks about crime stuff. It's kind of interesting.
Huh.
I mean, like they interview people that like did crimes or like were involved in like weird like criminal circumstances and things like that and what happened. And it's pretty good. I mean, it's short. They're like 30 minutes and I was just blowing through them. So I got behind on your show.
Right. That's all right. Like I said, since summer started, Cheesecake's been busier and they've been scheduling me to close on Tuesdays.
Oh, good. Yeah.
And plus, since it's the summertime, I get Sophie for a week now. So it goes from Tuesday to Tuesday. So it's like every other Tuesday. It's always a hit or miss if I'm going to get to it. Because it's like if I'm at work, then I got to come home. I got to take care of, I got to make sure she's okay. And
oh, yeah, right.
Sure.
Well, I mean, she's getting older, though, right? I mean, it's like if she can heat something up for herself to eat at this point, right? She's at that age.
You would think. You would really think.
You would think that they know how to work the microwave, but
it's like, it's like early morning. She wakes me up. She's like, "I'm hungry." I go make some waffles, and she goes, "I don't know how to." And it's like, take them out of the freezer, put them in the toaster, and push the button. Like it's not rocket science.
You didn't have a choice when you were a kid. I mean, that was all there was. You either figure it out or you're not going to eat.
When I was a kid, it was, oh yeah, go ahead and do whatever you want, but don't wake us up.
Right.
And if you wake us up, then you're in trouble. You know? So nowadays it's just like, Daddy, wake up. And it's like, hey, you're going to be in trouble if you keep doing that. No, I'm not. Like, okay, you're right. I'm not going to yell at you. You're right. Jeez, oh man. But Daddy gets grumpy when he's tired.
So next week for the show, Larry is tentatively going to join us, I think. So he's doing trivia right now. So I don't know if he has he decided to just start doing trivia on Sundays, which would make it kind of difficult. But do the Cleveland show regular time. We're basically going to do the catch up on what everybody's been up to, especially for the last 2 months. And then we'll do our Metro section of Cleveland paper. And every time Jennifer or Acacia appears, you have to drink. And then I'm a little hung up on what to do for the rest other than email. I mean, it's kind of like I don't really want to talk about sports because, like, if it's indirectly related to sports, like, hey, I was at Cheesecake and LeBron James was there. Okay, that's fine. Or, I went to the Indians game, and they won. That's fine too. I don't care about that. I just don't want to spend like what happened on your show where you spend like 20 minutes talking about trade deals or something, because that's just like,
you're right.
If you're not into sports, that's just gonna bore the fuck out of somebody listening to the show.
Right. So and I got Holiday there with me, so he's always into that stuff.
Yeah. I don't really want to steer it that into sports.
And I got Holiday there with me, so I didn't do that. Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's what we're doing on this show, is testing the audio.
Yeah. I had to reset it, and then somehow it came back on.
So I'm trying to think of like Cleveland type things. I'm thinking we go back to the food segment a little bit. If we've eaten something, we can talk about it.
Just talk about just normal stuff. What's going on? Stay away from politics and religion. That's all.
No, I know, but you know how it is. Sometimes you get on the mic on a Sunday at 8:00, and all of a sudden you got nothing. I mean, like you're not in the mood to talk about nothing. You got no idea what to say. I'm trying to think of it at least in a segment kind of way that, we have a place to start, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter. We can always end the shows early if we have to, but it's because we have wore down a man ultimately.
Don't tell the people that yet.
Well, they know Brian's already.
Oh, right.
He's thrown in the towel, so because he's because his 3-day-a-week job has somehow made it impossible for him to talk on the radio on a Sunday at 8 o'clock in the evening.
Manipulated.
I'm not sure how that worked out, but okay. Look, the guy did the show for like 12 years. I'll give him a break.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't want to do it anymore, I guess, so that's fine. It's fine. It really is. I'm not even remotely upset about it. I just, you know, it's unfortunate. I don't really have a good, like, you know, if Cease were to come by, he's not, but if he were, he'd be an okay replacement, you know, but he decided to have a child at 3 years old or whatever. It's kind of crazy to me. That Jeannie, Mario Scarcipino and Jeannie Laird decided to have a kid again, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she just had a kid like a few months back, like maybe 6 months ago. Yeah. And it's like, really? Like, you're gonna, like, kid's gonna graduate from high school and then you're gonna retire. Like,
yeah, right.
It's really kind of
strange.
You know, throw the ball around and stuff. It's like,
I saw Christy at Swings and Things a couple weeks.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
cool.
I ran into her
with her family or whatever, or was she like working?
No, like I work there now. No, she was there with her daughter and like her niece or something like that, or her nephew or something.
Oh, that's cool.
Because I'm sitting across the room, I was like, I know that person over there. And it was one of them situations where you're like, if I leave right now, they'll never know I was here. But I might as well go say hi.
She's one of those people that her face doesn't really change, you know, like other people's skin starts to sag and stuff. And she just kind of looks, she has those dimples and everything. She just kind of looks exactly the same.
Right.
Just, you know, a little older. I'm not being ridiculous. Like, she doesn't look like she's 19 or anything, but I'm just saying, there's some people that you got to look twice at and you're like, wait, who are you? Oh, shit.
Skippy. Yeah, she's Skippy. I'm like, that doesn't look like Skippy.
Yeah.
But it is.
Yeah, right.
It's like, okay, it is. That happened with my sister-in-law a while back because I didn't see my brother for a good couple of years for whatever reason. We just never crossed paths, you know. And
right.
I ended up going over his house the one day, and then she came out around the corner. I was just like, oh, my God, who are you? He's like, I'm your sister-in-law? I was like, oh, my God. What happened?
Is that Ian's wife? Or?
No, Al.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Paula looks the same. She's like that. She'll always look the same.
Ian's still married to that. I don't know who she was, her name or anything. She was a redhead, right?
Wait, who? Ian?
Yeah.
No, Paula's not a redhead.
Paula, that's what it was.
She's a brunette.
Brunette, okay. I don't know why I thought she was redhead, but it's been so long it doesn't matter.
Al's wife is a redhead.
Oh, okay. Did Bobby ever get married?
He's married. He's just he's not. They don't have kids.
Okay.
Because they have fur children.
What?
Fur children?
Fur children?
Cats.
Oh, dogs and cats and shit.
Yeah.
Bobby doesn't have any kids though, right? He doesn't have like
no kids.
Filipino baby or something.
At least none that we know of. none that are willing to admit it.
Boy, that's big of him, not wanting to subject his child to him, you know.
He's just like, you know what, I'm just a bit too much.
Wouldn't be good for the child.
Yeah, I don't want to drive the kid crazy.
Wouldn't be good.
But hey, I'm not afraid to take that chance. Yeah. But yeah.
Hold on.
We're testing.
No, I think everything's fine with my headphones. I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just if you end up doing, if there's end up dead air or whatever, we just tell everybody, okay, we're testing something. Hold on.
No, my audio, my headphone jack was a little loose. Killed my audio there for a second. No, I know. I remember Ian's wife used to work at Sears or something because I kind of remember like,
right,
play the Commodore 64 up there, and she used to work up there. But that's kind of like never talked to her or anything, but you know. I was that weird kid that showed up at like 3:30 and stayed until like the mall was closing every day.
Yeah, I went up there with you.
Yeah, you know, it's the weirdest. Bring my own joystick and games and just play games on PC in the mall. You know, fuck.
That was the first time you took me up there. You're like, "Come on, we're gonna go play computer games." I'm like, "What are we doing in the mall?" You're like, "Come on, just follow me. Your big footsteps." I'm walking. I'm like, there goes the commons. Can we get something to eat? And you're like, no. We're gonna go play computer. He goes, you're like, you want to play Defender of the Crown or not? And it's like, well, yeah, I do. I'm like, come on, let's go then.
I thought the best thing was that I got stopped by security. Then the security guard wanted to trade games with me.
Yeah.
So then I would show up and meet him, and we would exchange discs. That was some fucked up shit.
That was the whole thing, wasn't it? It was like, you're the only reason you were. He was like, I'll allow you to keep doing this as long as you like answer questions. People ask questions about stuff, like try to sell them stuff.
I mean, I think he was just like, zooming in with their crazy camera system they had there, and probably saw what I was playing. It's like, boy, I'd like to have a copy of that.
If I don't bust him,
I'll stop this guy and bring him into the. I don't know, man. Back in those days with like BBSs and stuff, I'd go over all kinds of like really weird, like, sketchy people's houses and stuff to like trade video games, and God knows what these people were probably about to do to me. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't know. Like they probably had some ether in a club or something, and then right. I showed up and they were like, maybe not today.
Tall. I can't fit him into a body bag.
Like, come on in. I'll just show you what I got.
And I remember you meeting somebody up at the mall the one time, and you're like, "Come on, come with me," in case. It was like some girl or whatever or something.
Well, that was Dark Mistress, that Heather girl. Yeah, she ran a BBS. Yeah.
You needed me there for that, but then when she showed up, you're like, all right, you can go.
No, you hung out, remember? Because then we had to like figure out how we were going to get a ride home and shit. And she was with that weird girl, and they had that Omni car, and I don't know. It was terrible, though. No, it was bad.
Oh, yeah. You remember that part now, because I remember it being like a small car or something like that.
Yeah, it was like a hatchback, and
you couldn't fit, and they tried to put the seat back, but you were in the back seat. And it was like, you got to put him in the front seat. Oh, I remember now.
Yeah, it was weird.
That's the BBS days.
The chick was always grounded. She was just like one of those people that just was like always like unable to go anywhere. But when she did, she would like, sleep at her boyfriend's house, which you don't do when you're a teenager.
Right.
And things like that. So you could kind of understand, but it was like, just one of those people. Like, it was kind of like Christy, same thing. Like, you're grounded for a year,
And that's everybody we knew. I think that was like that was the storyline for at least one person every week. Be like, hey, we're so and so. Oh, they're grounded. We haven't heard from them 4 days.
You want to go to this part? Oh, I can't. I'm grounded forever. I mean, just always grounded.
There was that time my parents just came home and just straight grounded me. They were like, grounded. I was like, you just got home. Like, what did I do? They're like, don't worry about it. You're grounded. It's like,
what did you do? Do you remember?
I mean, I have ideas.
You don't even know. They never tell you.
They never did. They never told me. I even asked years later, and they were like, who knows? I was like, would you guys ground me for that one time for like months? It was like for like 3 months. I remember just sitting there staring out that big bay window into the woods. Being like, man, can I go out in the yard? Can I just go somewhere?
My dad forgot that he grounded me, which was a real fucking bummer.
Had that one happen before.
Because they got him and my brother ganged up. I mean, were yelling at me that I never left the house to go do anything. And I was just being a homebody.
And you're looking at him like, I'm grounded.
I was completely exasperated. I mean, I did. I was just like, I'm grounded. They're like, you're not grounded. You haven't been grounded for like months. And I was like, that was like 15 at the time. And I basically said, that's it. I'm never being grounded again. I'm not following any more grounding.
Yeah.
And it didn't do me any good though, because like everybody else had to be in at a certain time, so I couldn't really do anything.
You would just leave anyways if you wanted. Let's be honest.
Well, people would come over, but everybody had to leave before my dad got home. So
right.
Because I thought I was grounded. But
right.
Apparently not. Well,
you guys got to go.
The circus that was, man. Just between my brother and I and all the people coming in and out of that little fucking apartment all the time. Just
the first one was the best. The one bedroom. That apartment. I mean, there was a lot of action going on in there.
So stupid. There was. It's crazy.
That was one of them underground, like the half underground one.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
You had to go down the steps to get to it, and then
It was like near Brook Park Road.
yeah, you had the one bedroom, but then Brian showed. That's when Brian came home, so you put that bed over in the dining, where the dining room table's supposed to go. There's just that stuck in the corner, and it's like, whose bed is that? And you're like, whoever ends up sleeping in it gets it. But it's usually for Brian, but if he goes to sleep in the bedroom, then somebody sleeps out here or whatever. And
It's so fucked up. It was messed up. Yeah, yeah. No.
good time. That was a good time.
It was crazy, man.
It was always interesting because you never knew. As an outsider coming in, I never knew what, it's like, oh boy, here we go. And then you'd walk in and you'd be like, have a seat. You'd be like, okay, so we're sitting here. And never knew. It's like, are we going into the bedroom? Are we going into the living room? Are we going, are we leaving?
Yeah. Who's Kevin Vinoy coming through the screen door?
Right.
Amber coming over? Is Natalie coming over? Is
Air gun.
Ira coming over?
People just walking in from like upstairs. Like, this is my upstairs neighbors.
The fucking black guy, Steve, would come over. Corbra would come over. And his little posse of like 10-year-olds that would hang out with them.
Then you had them walkie-talkies, like the long range.
Yeah. The only good thing about like living in an apartment, like in a town like North Olmsted, was the fact that like when the weekends came and stuff, like I didn't have to do yard work. You know what I mean? Like everybody else probably had to do some kind of bullshit around the house, mow a lawn or
break leaves.
Right. Stack wood. Yeah. But yeah, like I didn't have to do. My dad would do laundry, and I'd just crash until like 1 o'clock or something because we had jobs.
Right.
We worked all week.
Working, man. I was working on the weekends. I was like lover boy working on the weekend.
It was so fucked up because we were in OWA, so we got out of school at like 12:30 or something to go to work, and like I think you went to work around that time.
No, because we get out at 11:30.
Yeah, well, the one year we got out at 11:30.
I would work. Well, no, that was the first year. That was Jingo.
Jingo, right? Yeah, but I think senior year there was an extra. I had an extra period anyway, so I think I got out a little bit later.
Yeah, Jingo year. I would work Monday through Friday, 12 to 2.
Right, 12 to 2.
I'd be done.
What a fucking deal for you, man! 12 to 2.
Everybody, I'd be done with work, going home, and people would just they'd still be in school.
They fucking give you a 2-hour shift. That's just ridiculous.
Hey, man, I was the fry guy. They didn't need me for more than 2 hours.
I always had it shit because I fucking always ended up, I had to work at the mall until like 10, and they didn't start me until like 4. So we'd have to go I'd have to go home, and then I'd just like pass out on the floor or whatever, and then you would drive back up to pick up other people to take them home from school. You didn't even have to do that. You'd pick up Dubois or whatever that was all about, and then you would take and Jimmy Carlin, I guess, sometimes, and take him home. I remember that too.
Yeah, that was senior year and stuff.
Was that senior year? Yeah.
Yeah. Senior.
And then I'd go back to work. Yeah, fucking bedhead and shit from 4 o'clock, making egg rolls. And it's fucking ridiculous.
Came out with that. Well, you came out that one time with a whole apron full of chicken, like the sweet and sour chicken with the breaded chicken. Just like, here, you want this? Not out of your apron.
I can't even remember, man. Those places were just a zoo.
It was a long time ago. I remember coming walking up there. I was like, I wanted to order food. I come walking up there, and you come around from the back, and you're just like, Sabotage new albums out. All right, see you later. And just turned around and walked away. Get over to Record Den.
Yeah, that was a good time to work at the mall because there was always like some new like thing going on to go get there.
That's when the Commons was good there.
Yeah,
because you had the game room, you had the Great American Game Room, you had Record Den, you had Daffy Dan's T-shirts or whatever, the T-shirt place there that would do airbrushing and stuff for you.
Right. That was way earlier, yeah.
Cut the mustard.
There was Record Town on the Strip.
Record Town on the Strip, and then there was another one up around the corner there from Record Den, inside the mall. Record Town or
Record Town was on the Strip. Tape World was down the new extension later.
Yeah, I remember that one. Tape World. Everything's a cassette tape. You're like, ooh,
yeah, this
like cassette.
This isn't a good business model, people.
Right.
Not going to be around very long.
A couple of years, you guys are going to be obsolete. Just in case you wanted to know.
And then they put us like the last time I, remember a record place being there was a Sam Goody in there, and
they got an FYE in there now, but that's more just garbage stuff than.
Is it? Yeah.
I mean, they have like vinyl and CDs and stuff.
Or wasn't there like a record theater or something like that?
That's the one. That was the other one.
Yeah.
Up around the corner from the Commons.
Yeah, and then the Record Exchange, which became The Exchange.
Well, before that was Bubba's Rock Pile.
Bubba's Rock Pile, Chris's Warp Records. See, before before there was fucking downloadable music, you just had to go and look, and there was often no way to really know if there was new music out for like metal and stuff because it wasn't getting airplay. So you had to read magazines, but magazines were always like 2 months late about everything. So then you go to the record store and there'd be some shit, It'd be kind of cool though, because bands would go to record stores too. Like they would like have signings and shit at the record store.
Right, but
they don't do that anymore.
It's just like that story I just told where I came up to you and you're like, "It's a new Savatage album,"
right? And
I'm just like, "What? What are you talking about?" And it's like you're like, "I don't know when it came out. It's just I've never seen it before. It's over there." So I'm just like, "Wow!" And then I turn around and immediately, I go running over there, because it's like, "Wow, what the heck?" Because you didn't know about it. You didn't know what was happening. You didn't know what was going on.
Right.
There wasn't anybody telling you. There was no posts, hey guys, I hear there's a new album coming out. Because nowadays they're like, Star Wars 19 will be coming out in 2025. And
right.
Like, I already know this.
You get updates and all kinds of shit all the time about stuff. You know everything before it even comes out.
Back then it was good luck.
Right. Right. Or you would just like look through like a band's records and you'd see some record that you never saw before. Right. But then you would flip it over and then it had like 4 songs on it and you'd be like, oh, it's just an EP.
Yeah, this is the greatest hits.
This isn't a real album.
Yeah. Right.
I'm not buying this, whatever this is.
You used to get and then of course, and then you'd have everybody bootlegging tapes back in the day, like Oz and all them, and they'd be like, I got this show from Australia in 1980. And you're like, I don't know, man. I don't know, because it's not the same recording quality as they have nowadays.
Right.
So it'd just be like, you're just like, I think they're playing this song. I don't know. Right.
Yeah.
You spend $5 on a cassette tape, you get it home, and it's just, wow.
Terrible.
That's great.
Yeah. No.
Much different now, folks. Nowadays, you got to get together a week ahead of time, figure out your volume levels.
Yeah, you couldn't do anything like this. But what are you going to get, a Mr. Microphone? But,
you just need a big boom box.
Yeah. If you wanted to play your, content, you just have to play it really loud so other people can hear it. There's no other choice. No, I mean, we made movies. I mean, we had VHS tape recorder. We'd make movies and stuff. You could make mixtapes. I think mixtapes were cool because, it had a flow to it. Like today, it's even with a CD. Like I don't even think you're going to give somebody a mixtape CD anymore. But even if you did, like they can skip songs like with a button press.
Right.
Like it's too much of a bother with the cassette tape to fast forward it in most cases. You know what I mean?
Because you would end up going too far.
Right. Or it would be, you might as well just listen to it because the fast forward wouldn't be very much faster. It'd just be like, zzz, zzz, zzz. You'd be like, oh my God, this is terrible.
Some of them you can have it playing while you're fast forwarding. So it does that.
I mean, you really got to, you had to hate the song in order to like do that. Like, you just can't, 8-track was worse. I mean,
Well,
if you liked the song that was on the 8-track, you'd basically have to listen to that whole 20-minute loop or however long it was, maybe 10-minute loop.
right.
Go around again. There really wasn't much choice. Like some later models had a fast forward, but most of them didn't.
And they always put like the longest song in between sides, so it would fade out and then switch over to the other side and fade in.
Right.
I've missed this whole chunk of song because it faded out and I couldn't hear it, and then and the song would keep going and then it would fade back in. You're just like, great, there goes that guitar solo or whatever, you know.
It was so bad, you know. You had to push a little piece of paper in there and make it play right and stuff. Just get the audio right. This wouldn't work.
Thank God for vinyl. That really saved the day. All right.
Vinyl was great, but you know, it was
couldn't leave it in a hot room.
No, and you could scratch it so easy just by wrestling with your brother or something, and
just pulling it out of the sleeve. It's like,
yeah,
you grab it the wrong way with your finger or whatever, and it slips, and you're like, ah, shit.
A lot of the record players and stuff too were not designed for the proper care of a record. Like, yeah, just stack all your records into one big stack on top, and then they'll just one will fall on top of the other one, and you can hear it like go like slide and stuff on it. Like, yeah, that's gonna sound right. Fucking next time you play it, you know.
Man, those were the days, weren't they? You're like, I'm gonna listen to this album, and then I'm gonna put this one on top of it, and then, so it's not like. Don't get it wrong, people who don't understand what we're talking about. It's not like you could put an album on. You couldn't put 3 albums on and listen to the whole first album. You could only listen to one side of it.
Right.
Drop, and then the next one would drop, and you can only listen to one side of that. Right. And the next one would drop, and then you'd have
to listen to the whole side. Like, it wasn't one song. I mean, there were 45s, but I mean, most people only had a handful of them, and most of the time, even if you had like a whole bunch of 45s, you only had like maybe 3 or 4 of those little puzzle piece things that you had to stick in the middle in order to, like, you'd have to sit there and flatten it out and like pound it down into the thing to get it in there. Like, it was just designed to fuck your music up. Like, really.
Yeah, because you use those for your ninja outfit. You're like, you got them little adapter things. You're like, these are my ninja stars. I'm gonna throw these at people.
Put it on, and then people had the record player, and they'd have a shitty needle, so you'd have quarters taped to the thing. And,
right. It's too. Hey, this one keeps skipping. Well, just put a quarter on it, and then that'll hold the needle down. I mean, it'll dig a hole into the vinyl as well. But
that's why radio is still really big, even though we could go buy music. Like, radio is still huge because, you know, we're actually listening to music was a fucking difficult thing to do. Right. Cassette tapes were a time bomb, though. Cassette tapes were cool, but they had a limited lifespan until they just fucking got eaten by somebody's tape player, because that's just how it was. You could have a tape and you could be rocking out, and it would be great for a long time, and then one day it would just get munched, and then you'd have to buy it again, or, you know, make another copy of it. Tapes were like designed to destroy your shit.
And you wouldn't even know it. It'd just be playing.
Right.
You know, you just like, you're listening to the song, and then all of a sudden you hear like and you're like, wait a minute, what? And then you go and you hit stop. But the thing is the tape's been running through the machine for like the past seconds. But you didn't notice it until the very end, and you're just like, oh man.
Yep.
So
I'm getting an echo off you now, though. Is that because you got the? You got me on speakers.
I got no. I haven't changed anything since I came on here.
Because if you look at the meter on the Google Hangout, you see your picture or whatever. There should be some green dots.
Right.
So when I talk, I see it coming out of yours.
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Huh. I don't know why it's doing that. It hasn't done that all. I haven't changed anything.
No, I believe you. I don't.
I'm serious. I haven't changed a thing.
You gotta mess up the show, John.
Yeah, I figure it's just you and me.
Let me try muting you and then unmuting you. Okay, well now I can't unmute you. Can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, I got you.
But I still hear you.
Well, you should hear me.
Well, no, I hear you.
There they are. I couldn't see them because they're in the light.
Maybe try. I don't know.
That's strange. I haven't done anything. I'll turn you down.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, I still hear you.
I gotta put my arm over it so I can see it because I can't tell.
Let me try shutting off your camera.
Oh, you bastard!
Mute you. Well, unmute you. No, it's got to be something on your end. I mean, it's maybe not your fault. It's something with the Google Hangouts.
It is not my fault.
Well, folks, that's it for the show.
Yeah, that's all we're gonna do.
I'm gonna mute you real quick. So anybody that is actually listening, we'll be back next week with the regular show, hopefully with the right audio. In that case, we would probably just disconnect Don and then have him join us again if this happens next week. We'll find out. And then Larry will be joining us for the new show called What's Happening in Cleveland. And VGN will be just me, and that'll start at 7:30 p.m., so a half hour earlier than the regular show. Here's Anderson to say goodbye.
Hey, everybody. Don't forget to listen to Tumbling with never mind.
Tuesdays at 11 o'clock.
Tuesdays at 11. I'm thinking about shutting it down.
Oh, Jesus. Don't do that. It's got your whole...
No, I'm paying money.
It's got your whole... your whole history of your daughter. She's going to want to hear that one day.
Yeah, I know, right? That's the thing. I gotta download it under like a save thing.
On a cassette tape.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a mixtape on all my shows, put it on vinyl and melt them down.
All right. So, okay, we'll be back next week. Thanks, Don. I'll talk to you then.
All right.
Later.
Cool. Later. Peace.